Hello, everyone. I have right here. I'm talking about understanding about the circus right here, and I know a lot of people would maybe want to know too, is toward are you maybe thinking about doing a video talking about the parades in the circus right here? And I usually hear is as toward yeah, well, you want to know whenever a lot of them are going to be going on. A lot of the circus events and parades and all that, parade festivals and all that are going to be going on, and you want to know too exactly where they're going to be going on. And so every time I see ads in the paper for like Thursday, if it's going to be on Thursday or Friday, or maybe on Monday, whenever there's going to be a festival or something like that going on, and you begin to want to know too as to where okay, yeah, that there's going to be a parade going on, and you're going to be able to watch the elephant bounce the balloons or something like that on its nose or something like that. But still, that you see this right here of talking about whenever it comes to looking at the elephant right here. And so, really, if there's any sorts of events going on of some sort, and people may want to know too, is toward it, why do you think that? You put on here for Thursday, maybe if it's July 24th, or maybe if it's going to be June 29th, or whenever it is. And so it sure seems that way that if you're going to be scheduling any sorts of events for sure, right, that you begin to work toward it. Okay, yeah, that where and when are they going to be going on? And so it's like, yeah, that so whenever it comes to understanding about the fact about trying to schedule, trying to look at for times of the events and everything, and people may want to know too is toward oh, okay, yeah, that so really, so how do you even how would you even schedule time for whenever it comes to events, right? And you want to know too is to okay, when and where are they going to be taking place? So it sure seems that way that looking through these catalogs, and what I know is that, okay, yeah, Thursday, July the 24th, or Thursday, July the 13th or the 14th or whenever. And you begin to wonder as to where, okay, yeah, that, so if it's going to be July, or if it's going to be June or whenever. And so you're thinking as to where, okay, so yeah, whenever it comes to events, such as the parade or if it's the festival, whichever, and you were toward it, you know, uh, exactly what about the event, and then maybe that's another reason why that they have these QR codes and everything in case if something changes, or maybe in case of the weather or something like that, and people may want to know too is toward it, why do you think that maybe a lot of people, or now use QR codes so that way you can get more information about the event, right? And a lot of times that's usually what it is that whenever events post QR codes, and you're thinking as to where, okay, yeah, QR codes. QR codes are supposed to be like, yeah, they use those for a reason, by the way. And so it's like there's a spot right there, for normally what you would see for a QR code, but it's like people may want to know too is that, okay, a QR code that, a lot of the QR codes, yeah, a lot of them are located at about right down there, spots usually wherever QR codes are usually located. And so yeah, you scan that for more information. That's usually what you hear. And so it sure seems that way that people may want to know too is toward that if you're not exactly sure when an event is going on, and maybe if you're not sure, what I'm like, yeah, so they'll say is this toward scan the QR code, just to be able to get more information about that event, about the festival, about the parade that's going to be going on. And like everybody might say that yeah, whenever you do look at a QR code, by the way, that people might say that with that QR code, that what it's supposed to do is supposed to give you more information about the event that's going to be going on, And for if you want to participate, this is how you sign up for it. And but still, that why do you think that maybe everybody might say is toward a Thursday, July 24th, is not really enough information to compare to scanning the QR code? A lot of people might say that, yeah, that that's not enough information right here. Thursday, July 24th, that's not enough information. And everybody might say that QR codes, by the way, are used also because so that way you can follow up with more updated information about the event that's going on in case if something changes. And so that's another reason why that they use it. But on the other hand, that we're talking about is that whenever it comes to, saying Thursday, July, or if it's June 29th or sometime like that, and you always warn toward it. Okay, yet, we were going to had this on Thursday, but then, it was moved to a different day just because or something like that. But, still, that you begin to warn toward it, you know, uh, everybody might even think is toward it. Well, I really don't know if I really want to put on the calendar, Thursday, July 12th or July 17th or maybe July 22nd or 24th or whatever, because we want to make sure that we're letting a lot of our participants know about this event that's going to be going on. And let's just say that if you don't have a whole lot of time at the moment to provide enough information about the event, then maybe that's another reason why people use QR codes right here. The QR code is used, toward you can go ahead and follow up with latest information about something going on, about the event and all that, about the parades going on. But still, that people may want to know too is toward it. Thursday, July 24th seems like it's just not enough information right there. You plan ahead of time, and it sure seems that way. That just not enough information, and so people may want to know too is toward it. Yeah, Thursday, July 24th. Thursday, July 24th. It seems like that's something that you would normally write. If you're doing any sorts of journal writing, like if you're doing any sorts of writing, writing and all that, and I think a lot of people might even say is this toward that you normally would write that down on your calendar if you're getting ready to take a test or an exam or of any kind, or maybe for any reason at all that you're just trying to keep count, that you're just trying to keep a record of anything that you want to follow up with, right? But still, whenever it comes to going to an event and all that, and you want to know too is toward, oh, okay, yeah, that so if you do want to plan an event, by the way, it sure seems that way, that your best bet is toward that follow the newsletter. And a lot of times it's the newsletters, and then I mean that's another reason why that they make them is that because they say it's like it's a newsletter, and people might say is that that's the point. If you subscribe to the newsletter, for sure that people might say that if you want to have a paper copy mailed to you, by the way, this is how you do it. All right, and like everybody might say that if you want to sign up for our local newsletter, and I know a lot of people would say is toward it with that newsletter, by the way, that it'll ask for your phone number or maybe a zip code or something like that. So everybody might even say is this toward it, if you want more information about this event that's going on, then yeah, you look through the papers right here, the newsletter right here. It's in the papers right here, and so people might say is this toward it, yeah, Thursday, July 24th is not good enough. I would like to know too is toward it. You know, uh, People might even say is toward it. If you were to go ahead and look at any source of advertisement, by the way, it sure seems that way. That Thursday, July 24th, or Thursday, July the 14th, or the 10th, is not enough information to tell somebody about an event going on. And a lot of times it's like, yeah, please subscribe to our newsletter, and most of the time that's usually what you see right here. You usually see that, by the way. please subscribe. Please subscribe to our newsletter. Please subscribe right here. So, in case if anybody really wants to know, okay, how do I do that right there? Well, like you said, that how do I do that? Well, and people might say that, well, if you can scan the QR code on the front cover right there, it's on the cover, and so everybody might say that, yeah, scan the QR code to get information about this, so it sure seems that way that people may want to know too is that sign up for our newsletter and please subscribe right here. And so I'm sure everybody might say that, you know, uh, Thursday, July 24th, well, you know, uh, and if that's, if you want more information about that or something like that, then please subscribe to our newsletter. And anybody who wants to know how do you do that, well, provide your email address, provide your contact information onto that, onto you go to the website right there, and like I say, the QR code usually what you click on, and so that's basically saying is just to word it. Yeah, please subscribe for more information about that, and so people might say is just to word it. Yeah, just by a couple of clicks, and you can go ahead and get some information about that. But still, people might say is that Thursday, July 24th. That's not enough information there, and people might even think too is toward okay, yeah, that so if you were to actually look at a picture of an elephant bouncing a balloon on its nose or anything on its nose, then chances are that you might find on the very bottom, top of the bottom somewhere that you would see something as to where to click on this right here and please subscribe to our newsletter right here. So basically that what it's saying is as to where that you would use a big image right here of something that you're interested in, right? And like use this as a guide. And if you see an event that you're interested in that you would like to go to, then there'll be something toward it. There'll be a big backdrop of something, and then if you would like, if you're interested in signing up, then there'll be something like yeah, on the very bottom. Usually it's on the very bottom right here. A lot of people may say that that's usually where I see it. By the way, if you want to subscribe to the newsletter, follow them on Facebook or whichever. Usually I would see it right here on the very bottom right here. And I would like to know that why is it that it's on the very bottom?